Let's see what happens when I say that I want to ride Haunted Mansion today. Morning, Fresh Baked. Today we're going to conduct a little experiment. I mentioned in our Thursday night live stream that it's been, you know what, I don't even know when Genie Plus, I can't remember when Genie Plus launched, but when it did, Genie and Genie Plus, when it did, the first thing I wanted to do was to find out just how intelligent the Genie artificial intelligence was. They hyped it up. They were very proud of the fact that Genie can help you plan your day. I disagreed with that assessment. I didn't think it was, I did not have high hopes. I did not think that they could do a good job of that. I wanted to put that to the test. And they failed. Genie failed. Genie is not intelligent. It's not anything like that. But it's been a little while, and I'm wondering, have they put any more thought into it, any more work into it? Have they made it any more intelligent in the time that has passed? Because I would hope they would. So, I got myself some breakfast. Got a parfait. I got some average coffee from Jolly Holiday. And we're going to set about telling Genie what we want. Somebody's clapping for Peter. Peter is here. I don't know if you can see him. There's a hedge behind him. He just walked by. Okay, we're going to start with my Genie day. Start here to plan your day. All right, Genie, let's do this. Start now.
Sometimes like 5 o'clock.
Today, me. Now the trick here, I gotta see. What do I want to tell Genie? I want to tell them, does it say specific rides, food, extras? Okay. I'm gonna tell it that I want to ride, let's see. I have to put some Lightning Lane attractions on there. I love Big Thunder. That's a good one. Casey Jr. Let's see what happens when I say that I want to ride Haunted Mansion today. We'll mix in some Jungle Cruise. Did I put any dark rides on there? That's it. I want to be really specific about what I want, because Toads and Snow White, I think. And then I want to have, we're not going to have lunch, but I want to tell it I'm going to have lunch because we've only got a few hours to do this. I want to see when it tells me to go. And we'll do, let's go French Market. There should be a thumb down feature. I didn't say, anything like Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, Rise of Resistance. I didn't take anything Star Wars, but still is trying to sell me one. I'll skip that. Genie Plus is obviously I'm gonna expect it to sell me Genie Plus. That's a given. Especially because considering I picked two Lightning Lane attractions. So let's go back to our. Okay, so it's starting me off with Casey Jr. at 9:10 a.m. Oh no, that's. Oh yeah, starting me off with Casey Jr., then it wants me to go to Indiana Jones, which I'm not going to do, and I think there's a way to, let's see. Yeah, I can remove that from my day, and then it gets me to Haunted Mansion, which, I mean, right there alone is, that I should be doing that first, right? I should be doing Haunted Mansion first. And then Pirate's Lair, and then lunch. Where's Big Thunder? Jungle Cruise at 9 o'clock. I guess I should tell it that, hey, Genie, I've only got a couple hours. Can you move that stuff up? let's get out into our day. We're gonna go to Casey Jr. first and see what happens. But I'm gonna start bumping stuff off this list and see if it doesn't move up some of my other preferences at all. You know, I just found out, I just learned for the first time that the coffee that they serve at the Jolly Holiday is Joffrey. And it's not even a new development. They've been serving Joffrey coffee at the Jolly Holiday, she said, for something like 10 years. I mean, you know, I didn't like the Joffrey when they opened up that stand over there in DCA. I wasn't a fan of the coffee that I tried there. It was okay, and I've never really been a fan of the Jolly Holiday coffee either. I guess I'm a Starbucks guy, which go ahead and yell at me for that if you like. But I know I'm not alone. But I much prefer Starbucks over Joffrey. It's just kind of, there's not enough kick, not enough bite. It's not whatever enough. Anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there. Having my coffee. Now I'm on my way to Fantasyland for Casey Jr. Now I have a very limited itinerary. That's what I asked for. I can't complain about Casey Jr. being his first pick. I asked for Casey Jr. I wanted Casey Jr. I like Casey Jr. It's just not the first thing that I would have put. I would have definitely, if I were planning your day for you, if I were a genie, and you said you wanted to ride Haunted Mansion and Big Thunder, I absolutely would have put Haunted Mansion #1. First thing you should be doing right now is heading straight for Haunted Mansion. Get that. If the object of Genie is to make your day better, more efficient, make it possible, then yeah, that's the first place you should be going. So, we'll go ride Casey Jr. We'll do what it tells me. And then I think the next thing on the list was Indiana Jones. As soon as we're done, oh boy, Peter Pan. Yeah. As soon as we're done riding Casey Jr., I'll swipe off Indiana Jones because I think that was next. I'll take that off and see if it adjusts our day at all. By the way, I don't know when the last time I've ridden Casey Jr. in the morning, like at Rope Drop. I don't think I've ever Rope Dropped Casey Jr. This is a wild, wild situation. You know, I should do this more often, ride Casey Jr. at Rope Drop, because this train is full of fans of the show. They're everywhere, all over this train. They were yelling at me coming in here, which, you know, that again, just like the other day with Main Street Vehicles, folks riding Casey Jr. at Rope Drop. Good morning, little guy or little girl. Those are my kind of people. Casey Jr. and Rope Drop are my kind of people. Not that I've done it, but I love it. I think it's perfect. Oh my.
Around Storybook Land.
That's the plan.
Please stay seated in your cages or cars while we're rolling.
That is Casper right there. We saw him earlier in front of Casey. He loves his job, and I love that. often ask me what job would you want at Disneyland if you were to work here, and I've often thought about, like, when I'm retired and not making videos anymore, I might come to work here. Casey Jr. seems like a place that I would love to work at. I don't think I could fit in that little trade car. You get to do this all day. No, I don't. My knees. I'm all legs. There he is again. He's so fun.
We are approaching the station. Please stay seated now in your seats. Fantasyland Station.
Okay, that was amazing. And after I finished my ride on Casey Jr., I did a little tip or a little genie maintenance. Hang on. Swiped off Casey Jr. obviously because we finished it, but I also swiped out Mr. Toad's because I just rode that the other day and I wanted to choose something else, so I swapped that for the Mad Tea Party. And an interesting thing happened. Well, first of all, you have to go through the whole process again. You have to go through, you know, it's as if you're starting. What in the world is going on? It's as if you're starting all over, but at least it remembered the previous selections. But what happened to my itinerary? It completely changed it out. Before, if I recall, it had Haunted Mansion as my next, well, Indiana Jones. I swiped that out. Indiana Jones was supposed to be my next attraction, and then it was supposed to be Haunted Mansion. Now it's got me at Big Thunder, which I want to say possibly because I was in the neighborhood, maybe? That would be slightly intelligent. That would be slightly, so that's what we're going to do this next, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of our day. I feel like Genie or something, the universe is creeping into my consciousness, because I was just here last night. A video that I think I've already put out, but I was talking about how I haven't been on Big Thunder in such a long time. I go on it so rarely, even though it's one of my favorite rides, because Lightning Lane kind of killed this attraction for me. I never want to get in there because it's an hour always because of Lightning Lane. But, you know, the universe listened to me yesterday or today, and it's saying, hey, here's your chance. We're going on Big Thunder. And it's set for a 25-minute standby. Oops, gotta go this way. 25-minute standby. That's done. No problem.
How'd you put yourself? How'd you put
By the way, not 25 minutes. just 10 minutes, we zoomed through that queue. And now we're going on a wild ride. Just the way Tony Baxter intended. Stand it, man. That's so good. Inside one of those buildings, I think, is that portrait of Tony Baxter, or Barnabas T. Bullion, I believe it is. Looks like things have definitely cleared up over here, by the way, in standby. It's wide open right now. I'm so perplexed, you guys. Okay, I figured, okay, on my way to Haunted Mansion, I'll update the tip board. Swiped out Big Thunder, the tip board refreshed, and now not only is Peter Pan in between me and the Haunted Mansion, they've added the Matterhorn, another attraction that I didn't ask for. Jeannie doesn't want me to go. Jeannie doesn't want me to go on the Haunted Mansion. We're gonna check this out. Okay, I'm going to Haunted Mansion right now. I'm going, and I'm gonna take out Peter Pan, and I'm gonna take out Matterhorn, and I'm gonna see if it tries. By the way, I am right next door to Haunted Mansion right now. Meanwhile, I have to go to the other side of the park over there practically to get on the Matterhorn. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm in the neighborhood now. I'm in front of the River Bell. So I'm just down the street from the Haunted Mansion. Let's see what happens. You know, before we even get started, I just realized, I think I understand now, it doesn't have me going on the Haunted Mansion. I'm ahead of schedule. According to the itinerary, I am ahead of schedule. I did Casey Jr. and Big Thunder quicker than it was expecting me to. It wants me to go on Haunted Mansion at like 11 o'clock. So that's why it keeps filling those gaps. So it says, because it says, we found a gap in your schedule. Why does it want me to go? Why does it want me to go on Haunted Mansion at 11 o'clock? I don't know. I'm going to see. Okay, I'm going back in there. I'm going to force it. I'm gonna try to force it to get me on Haunted Mansion right now. It's almost comical. Well, it is comical. I am literally laughing. It refuses. If there's a gap in my day, Genie, put Haunted Mansion in the gap. I asked for it. No, you try to sell me Rise of the Resistance. Took that out. And now, instead of putting Haunted Mansion in there, it tried to, it wants me to go meet a princess. I mean, I had a conscious effort while I was in Big Thunder. I'm like, David, don't be too snarky, because you can be snarky at times if you choose to be. Don't be, but I can't, man. What am I supposed to do? I want to go on Haunted. You know, I'm gonna have to take it off of my. I'm gonna have to literally take it off of my calendar. I have to take it off of my selection list in order for it to do something else, anything else. Why does it want me to go at 11:25? I don't know. I don't know. Especially when, I mean, now is the time compared to other, I mean, it says 45 minutes, but we're definitely not out here in the extended queue. We were here last night, it was 2 hours, and all of this was full. I mean, I'm doing the opposite of Genie right now. Look at that lightning lane queue out there. I didn't even notice this at first. The inside one, closest to the graveyard, is lightning lane. It's full as heck.
Okay, well, maybe that's why. I was like, okay.
Man. And this is our scene. Standby queue. Well, that was pretty awesome, actually. 30 minutes. Posted 45. We're in the room in 30. Now, I do believe that Disney measures to the vehicle.
Jack Skellington came here from... The mansion was changed. All was soon covered, adorned, and deranged. Jack says, make some fine Christmas presents.
For bringing your cheer. Please hurry back. I can't wait till next year.
Well, in spite of Genie, I just did Haunted Mansion. Awesome as always. It was 35 minutes to the ride vehicle, so 30 to get into the stretching room, and then 35 to the vehicle. That's pretty good. That's pretty good considering the lightning lane looked really busy. So that was something. Now, I'm kind of going back and forth here a little bit on how I feel about what my expectations should be for Genie. I mean, I get the point of this video. Hey guys, ostensibly is to, you know, see how intelligent the artificial intelligence is. But I mean, let's be real. We all know it's not going to work right. So then we have to sort of we have to allow for a kind of margin for error. We have to give it some kind of credit. By that I mean, I gave it like, what, 4 things to do? And yeah, it didn't exactly prioritize those in my morning. But the expectation, Genie is gonna try to plan the whole day. And I feel like that's a key thing that the software
if they want to be serious about it, if they want to be legit about it, you know, a year now into this, I guess, or something like that, if they're really serious about whether or not they want this to be a real thing, then they need to allow us to tell it that I'm only going to be here for 4 or 5 hours, or that these are ultra high priority, and, you know, make them give it some kind of, I mean, we did select them and it is in our day, but maybe go beyond that. Maybe don't try to do the whole day, a 16-hour day, and spread those choices out. You know, I want all my stuff up front, especially. Okay, I can give them grace. Hi guys, how are you? I love you guys, thank you. Hi. Aw, thank you. You know, I could give it a break on a lot of things. I can give it a break, but I cannot. Haunted Mansion, it has to know that now is the time. Tis the season, it's a busy attraction. It needs to know, it needs to be smart enough to say, you want to ride Haunted Mansion? All right, let's do this. Let's get this done now. Don't put it at 11:25 and move it up in my day if you find a gap. Like I was doing, you know, I was being efficient. I did Big Thunder and Casey Jr. quickly. And so therefore it should move up. I mean, it should move up Haunted Mansion. So we have to pay our respects for a minute. Oh, Columbia, they haven't taken the Columbia out yet. Now here's an interesting twist. I thought, okay, I was very specific. I only gave it a couple of attractions to keep an eye out for. So I thought, what if I added more? What if I added more? Well, I wasn't recording when I did it. You know what? Actually, let me go back. Let me show you something. I thought if I gave it more selections to choose from, it would start moving those things up in my day. But there's a limit. I tried to add, I think I added Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I tried to add the Matterhorn. Hi guys, how are you? It said no, you can't do it. We admire your enthusiasm, but give us a break. Hit the brakes a little bit. You got a long day ahead of you. So it won't even let me, it really wants to do the planning for me, and that's where, you know, it reveals itself a little bit. The Genie reveals itself as something that is trying to sell to you. Hey guys, how are you? It's trying to get you to do stuff that you don't want to do. Because it won't let you put in too much of what you want to do, because then it wouldn't have time or room for it to do things that it wants to do. And by that I mean random weird stuff that I have no interest in, like meeting a princess in Princess Fantasy Fair. I get it. You know what I mean? I get that Genie has other motives besides mine. I'm fine with that. I just want it to be a little bit more informed, like Haunted Mansion. And then don't try to. Nowhere did I indicate that I had any interest. If you even just look at the you know, the ride selections or whatever, that I don't want to do Princess Fantasy Fair. That's not on my agenda. It's just not, and it should know that. By the way, they tried to sell me Rise of the Resistance again, over and over again. So I have updated my itinerary. I have taken out Haunted Mansion, and now it's saying that my next pick is Splash Mountain. Okay, commentary here. I have 4 attractions left that I have indicated that I want to do today. We have done 3 of them so far. I have 4 left. It's the 2 dark rides, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Jungle Cruise. It has not queued me up for another one of my attractions until 5 p.m. So it is 10:30 right now. I would have to wait, according to Genie, another 6.5 hours before I can do one of the attractions that I have chosen, that I have asked Genie to make a priority. It has also suggested, queued me up to have lunch. Hey, at least I got my lunch location right, French Market. but not until 1:30. It doesn't want me to eat until 1:30. Now, I don't know. This isn't Europe, I think. I don't know. I think we ran into this almost exact same thing when we did this the first time. And it made us wait until like 2 o'clock to go order Bang of Barbecue. I can't wait that long. So I don't know who's eating lunch at 1:30 after spending, you know, the whole morning and early afternoon in the park running around between attractions. So that doesn't seem very logical. And again, this has now gone past sort of an actual analysis or assessment of Genie as software. It's satire at this point. That's the I really didn't want it to be this way. I really didn't. I wanted it to work. I didn't even want to get like, oh, this is dumb and anything like this, but it's not helping. It's really not helping. 6.5 hours until I can go do whatever it was that said at 5 o'clock. Well, I do have to say, at least as far as getting the timing right, I didn't ask for Splash Mountain. But if they're going to send me on Splash, I'm going the wrong direction. If they're going to send me on Splash, at least do it now while it's a 30-minute wait. I'll give it credit for that. If any boats come by, there's one. We were 10 minutes ahead of the time, 35 compared to a posted 45 for Haunted Mansion. We were 15 minutes ahead at Big Thunder, posted 25. We got it done in 10. Posted here is 30. So far, so good. But we're just getting started. So one other thing that I observed when I was looking at the itinerary that they had planned out for me, and this I kind of give him credit for, but I don't think anybody's going to take them up on this. On my after Splash Mountain, they want me to go to Tom Sawyer's Island, and they also want me to do Davy Crockett canoes, and somewhere in there is lunch. And those are things that I feel like they're trying to push guests into other attractions that aren't as popular, perhaps. And I give them credit for trying. And I think that that's probably a good thing. But I don't know if anybody is making those. If you saw that pop up, if you saw Davy Crockett or Tom Sawyer's pop up on your itinerary and say, oh my God, you're right, I need to do that. Is that a thing? 5 minutes so far at this point. That's darn good, in my opinion. I thought 30 minutes was good. I would have been happy with 30 minutes, you know, for real. But we're going to beat that for sure. 5 minutes to this point. Maybe 10 more to our boat. So 10 minutes to this point. I would say no more than 2 or 3 more minutes to get to our actual boat. Fantastic, well done. Very efficient, thank you. That was awesome. back, pick your feet up, post them on these little, right there, pick your feet up, because look, sloshy. I've done this right a few times. I've got time in my day for one more attraction. Jeannie is suggesting to me that I either go on Dumbo, which has a forecasted wait time of high compared to its average, which is really interesting. Why are they telling me to do that? Now, again, I don't think there's any logic to it at all. I think there's actual zero amount of calculations happening with what they're recommending, because it's the opposite, considering some of the other things that I've asked for are forecasted wait time are low right now. They're saying now is a good time to go on those attractions, but don't do that. No, 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 no. Go to the high the high wait time ride right now, Dumbo. Either that or Tom Sawyer's Island. I'm not gonna do either of those. We're gonna close it out with Bad Tea Party. I put that on my list, and you know, I want to do it. I feel like that's a great way to end our day before we head out of here. Oh dear. Oh dear, I was not expecting the queue to be as full as it is. I thought we might get a little bit of a break here, but that's 2 rotations at least, probably 3. Oh boy. But we're doing it. Hi guys! Hi! I guess this is my teacup right here. Boop, 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 boop. That only took like 20 minutes. Well, I do hope that you guys enjoyed our show today. I know Jeannie wasn't exactly on the top of the news cycle. It's not trending, but I felt like it was a fun idea to update things, to find out if Jeannie has gotten any more intelligent. It has not, but we still had fun. You know what's cool about this failure of an experiment is that we still got to go to Disneyland. We got to go to Disneyland and have a fantastic day. I mean, that's pretty great, right? We got to do a lot of fun things, more rides than I normally do, so it's a great excuse doing the Jeannie thing to go on more rides. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram _FreshBaked. On Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's Fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. If you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked. is so good. I'm sorry, this ride is so good. I wish it didn't make me nauseated, but it is so good. I love it. The setting is perfect. Perfect.